So we're seeing a devolution, have seen a devolution of culture over the last century in what we might call Western societies. Has a lot to do with education, particularly over the last several decades, not just in America, but the idea that culture needs to be taught and that people need to be taught to value it and how to approach it, how to listen to music, how to look at painting and sculpture, how to recognize architecture. This is not something that has been valued. It's been replaced by things that are purely economic. And of course, there's nothing wrong with science, technology, and math. These kinds of things obviously are very necessary to train young people up in order to be successful citizens of the world. But it sort of begs the question of what is the life that we're being prepared to live, especially as a community. And I think that there's been something that, not totally lost, but there's a sense that's being lost that our life together in community can be rich. And it's the richness of life has to do with our gathering together. And this generally has to do with things that are not so economically vibrant, like a park or a library or a concert or something like this, and the opportunity to experience things communally. In the church, we basically paralleled the decline in the culture, in education and in its commitment to the arts. And of course, the church has a rich history of art up until the 20th century. And there's been a divide between the church and artists, I would say, particularly over the last half century. I've been a professional artist all my life, and I don't really have a place in the church. And I think that most of my fellow professional artists feel the same. We have people that do church ministry. And usually it's pretty much only music, and there are myriad individual congregational exceptions to this. There are wonderful things going on all over the globe in individual congregations, but the commitment of leadership, of the theologians of the seminaries in teaching a richness of what worship actually is, parallels the decline in education in our culture in general. And I think the church's approach to worship is impoverished as a result.